Hi. We are finishing up our family read aloud series this week since school is coming to a close, and I'm going to start being at the library, and I'm just going to switch gears and do some different things. I'm going to gear them and have stuff geared around our summer reading program, Imagine Your Story, which starts on June 22nd. And I can get you information on that if you want it. It's going to be virtual. And I just know people will be busy, and it's busier, and it gets nice when it's nice later in the day. But I wanted to do a couple days with you of poetry. I wanted to do poetry specifically by Black authors for a few days with you before we end this time together. So today, this is what we will be reading. 13 Ways of Looking at a Black Boy. It's by Tony Medina, and each poem has a different artist that illustrates it. This one is published by Penny Candy Books. And I just wanted to amplify Black voices. I know we did Reading the Woodson, Reading Harbor Me, but I wanted to share this poetry with you. So I've got a couple I'll share with you this week. We'll do this one today, and I hope that you're able to really hear it. And I hope that it encourages you to read and support Black authors. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the author. Okay, this is Tony Medina. Okay, there's Tony Medina. He is two-time winner of the Patterson Prize for Books for Young People. Books are Deshaun Days and I, Bob Marley. He is the author and editor of 19 books for adults and young readers. He is a professor of creative writing at Howard University. He has received the Langston Hughes Society Award, the first African Voices Literary Award, and has been nominated for Pushcart Prizes for his poems. Jacquard Press recently published his anthology Resisting Arrest, Poems to Stretch the Sky on Police Violence and Brutalities Perpetrated on People of Color. 2 books published Medina's debut graphic novel, I Am Alfonso Jones, in 2017. He also has a website, tonymedina.org. So this is the poet, Tony Medina. And these are the illustrators for the poems that these are the illustrators for each of the poems of Tony's that we are going to read. This is Floyd Cooper. This is Cosby A. Cabrera. This is Skip Hill. This is Tiffany McKnight. This is Robert Lou Trujillo. This is Keith Mallett. This is Sean K. Alexander. This is Kesha Bruce. This is Brianna McCarthy. This is R. Gregory Christie. This is Akua Holmes. This is Javico Steptoe. And this is Chandra. Okay, and I'll show you the illustrations as we go through. Okay, 13 Ways of Looking at a Black Boy. We're going to start with an introduction that Tony wrote. 13 Ways, an introduction. Black boys scrape their knees, they bleed. Black boys cry and scream, they tackle life like air, gliding on wind, basking in a breeze. Black boys sit beneath trees, inhale fresh cut grass, and dream. Black boys play with building blocks, are fascinated by clocks, cradle skateboards under their arms. Black boys love basketball and books, toss footballs and leaf through pages lost in stories and myths. Black boys love comic books and superheroes, are heroes to little sisters and brothers. Black boys love popcorn and watching movies, love their grandmas and grandpas. Black boys hug and kiss their moms and emulate their dads. Black boys wear their daddy's shoes and ties, smear shaving cream on their smooth faces, giggling in steamy mirrors. Black boys shine bright in sunlight, build snowmen and have snowball fights. Black boys study the stars, looking through telescopes, lie on their backs in tall grass, staring at the blanket of blue sky, at all the eyes smiling and twinkling down on them. Black boys like to hum and drum, bebop, hip-hop, like to dance and sing, jazz and scream. Black boys are 3 dimensions of beauty. Black boys go to church, ride buses, go to school, sit on stoops, fly kites, shoot hoops. Black boys like to sit in their quiet and think about things. Black boys are made of flesh, not clay. Black boys have bones and blood and feelings. Black boys have minds that thrive with ideas like bees around a hive. Black boys are alive with wonder and possibility, with hopes and dreams. Black boys be bouquets of tanka, bunched up like flowers. They be painted, blotched into a myriad of colors across the canvases of our hearts. We celebrate their preciousness and creativity. We cherish their lives. So first one. Anacostia Angel. Fly bow tie like wings, brown eyes of a brown angel. His Kool-Aid smile sings, Mama's little butterfly, Daddy's dimple grin so wide. And this illustration was by Floyd Cooper. Here's our next one. This illustration is by Cosby A. Cabrera, and this is Little Mr. May. My granny made me this suit so I could look nice for God. She's always at church. Her Bible's older than me. It's heavier than can be. The next one. The illustrator is Skip Hill. This is Images of Kin. Southeast Benin mask, face like a road map of kin, brought back from the past, resurrected dignity, flesh of onyx majesty. The illustrator in this poem is Tiffany McKnight. The charmer. Between you and me, all of the girls like my smile. The boys be jealous, call me bubblehead and laugh. The girls roll their eyes and sass. The illustrator of this is Robert Liu Trujillo. This is One Way Ticket. Payday don't pay much. Every breath I take is taxed. The kind of life where I'll have to take out a loan to pay back from other loans. The illustrator in this is Keith Mallett. This is Lazy, Hazy Days. Summertime on stoop, forehead sweat like ice cream tears, hiding from the sun, wishing for the rain to come, cool us like Johnny Pump spray. The illustrator of this one is Sean K. Alexander, and this one is My Soul to Keep. We preachers' brothers grew up crawling under pews, splintered as Christ's cross, while Daddy spit the gospel from sanctified side-eye lips. Illustrator of this is Kesha Bruce. This is Do Not Enter. Ashes pepper sky over deserted landscape of broke-down buildings, and cars propped on cinder blocks, where hope hurtled through the wind. This illustrator is Brianna McCarthy. This is Street Corner Prophet. Dreadlock, halo crown. Jesus show up everywhere in a black parka. Here in Anacostia, winter corners, sacred sons. This illustrator is R. Gregory Christie. This is Athletes Broke Bus Blues. Know how many times I done missed this broke down bus, hardly catch my breath, running as fast as can be, wave at this bus, leaving me. This illustrator is Ekoa Holmes. This is Brothers Gonna Work It Out. We righteous black men patrol the soul of this hood, raise young bloods proper to be the kings that they are, crowned glory of our future. This illustrator is Jabico Steptoe. This is Cat at the Curb. Sandwiched between curb and black radial tire, a cat with 9 lives. Not yet spent, contemplates life. Springtime days bunched up like grass. This illustrator is Chandra Cox. This is Given Back to the Community. I went to this school when I was a shoddy rock breaking in the yard. Wanted to be a rap star, but a teacher's not too far. And that's the last poem in this book. I want to read the dedication to you before we part ways here. This is the dedication that Tony Medina, the author, wrote, the poet. For black and brown children whose every breath is affirmation against erasure, whose very being is confirmation for generations. I'll leave you with that. Tomorrow we will do some more poetry. Until tomorrow.